What is up, world? It is day 6 out of 180. Just went to some neurologist to get a sleep study ordered. He didn't seem as convinced that I have sleep apnea or some sort of obstructive thing going on as maybe my functional medicine doctor did, but he was also pretty unethical dude in some senses. This place has 2.3 stars. Bear in mind, I just needed the sleep study ordered. But so after he like a 5-minute appointment, boom, like asked me a bunch of sleep questions. All right, we'll order you the sleep study. And then he doesn't say anything. Rather, he says nothing. He's just like, sleep study's ordered. You don't have to worry about anything. They'll call you. And then I go to check out at the doctor, and they say, oh, well, your medication's on the list. And I was like, what medication? I was like, I'll just check it when I get out. I get out to my car, and I look, and he's ordered me like Vimpat, which is like an anti-epileptic medication. No mention of it, doesn't say anything. We didn't go into any details. And I realize he's just ordered it because when you bill insurance, the more complex the patient visit, the more you get paid. And that's definitely the only reason he would. If you put a medication in and he put this sleep order in, he can bill it as like a highly complex patient appointment, and he'll get paid more. And I was just thinking, what a shiesty bastard. A 5-minute appointment, and he has to squeeze a little bit more money out of the insurance company. So always be careful, especially if your doctors are usually a bit better about it if you are paying cash, and patients are more vigilant about it when they're paying cash. But yeah, the tragic thing about that is, it doesn't matter for me. I have no shot at getting any life insurance, any good medically underwritten life insurance or health insurance policy. But I encounter this all the time with people that I help get health insurance, because the plans that I work with primarily are medically underwritten private PPO plans. And so one of the criteria for the medical underwriting is they pull your prescription history and just make sure that everything you put on the application is true, and see what prescriptions you've taken. And it even pops up if they just sent, oftentimes, even if they just sent the prescription to the pharmacy, you never picked it up, that can still pop up on your prescription history and end up getting you declined for good private health insurance or life insurance. So massive thing to keep in mind. Don't just let your doctor prescribe shit willy-nilly just so they can make more money. That's oftentimes, I believe, why when you go to the doctor, even if you don't really want a prescription, it's like, oh, we'll just send it in, don't worry, we'll just send it just in case you need it. Oh, we'll send give you 5 prescriptions. They do that so they can bill for a more complex appointment and make more money. But especially if you're well or concerned about getting a life insurance or health insurance policy someday, be very careful about that. That can get you completely declined for a great life insurance opportunity, or annuity, or whatever it is that you want to do. It might be, when you're 50 years old, 60 years old, you make a couple. There's a guy standing on old man standing on the sidewalk with a little sign that said "Bring God Back." Anyways, but yeah, even if you're 50, 60 years old, you inherit a sum of money, and you want to do some sort of annuity or some sort of life insurance investment, this could affect you. People writing bullshit prescriptions so they can cash in a little bit extra on insurance could really fuck you someday. But got that done, ticked off the list for the day. Gonna go back and do some insurance, some job-related insurance stuff, talk to some clients, send some emails, and send people over a couple of quotes that they requested. And then I'm going to go to a couple hours of physical therapy, which I couldn't be more excited for. About 3 to 5 hours after physical therapy every week. I'm just going Friday for a couple hours. As of this moment right now, I'm going to increase back up in the next few weeks. I'm doing a lot of other physical therapies, but with my awesome private physical therapy that actually helps at Core here, just doing a couple hours a week. And that little window of time after I leave physical therapy is like the only time during the week where I'm legitimately pain-free for just a little glimpse of time. It's not long, but God, is it awesome. Just a testament to how badly I need to structure my life in a way. I can get that way myself without going to physical therapy and taking the time, and paying the money. I mean, rather, I still have to take the time. I can get that pain-free, on my own accord, but I have to, it's just 2 hours of stretching and back devoted traction and physical exercise that I never have time for on a day-to-day basis, between standing, doing my FES bike, doing general workouts. I don't have, working, taking care of the house, cleaning, doing laundry, taking care of my dogs, all that, and I just don't have time to devote 2 hours a day to stretching and everything else that I need to, which is a testament to why I need to build a life or structure my life in a way where my income isn't dependent on going to a location and spending it's not even that. That's a huge part of it, going to work and spending 8 to 10 hours a day working at a job. That's detrimental. I mean, it absolutely destroys my back and body. It causes immeasurable amounts of pain and suffering. But what I need is to structure my life in a way where my income is based on doing things that I actually love, bring me health, joy, physical fitness, and everything like that. So this is obviously part of that. Don't really anticipate any income from YouTube anytime soon with my 151 subscribers and 20 views on a lot of my videos, but that's all right. Don't I'm not holding it out, but that's part of that. This is part of that, learning to tell stories through the medium of video, and also just getting better about talking on camera and habituating, sharing stuff and everything like that. No matter what I decide to do, if I start a company, selling a product or a service. No, squirrel, watch out! Oh, nearly got him. Made a death run. And no matter what I do, being able to share your product, your service, or whatever through video on social media platforms is just an essential ingredient in the marketing cocktail of 2024. And so I know that what I really want to do, of course, as I've said previously, but if you're new and don't even know who I am, well, my name's Bridger Frederick with T10 Paraplegic, and I'm dedicated to figuring out how to heal 100% from spinal cord injury. But what I really want to do is start a basically health retreat, health sanctuary in the wilderness somewhere, and just create a space of healing, awesomeness, out of modern society in the wild. And that will, of course, have to include video promotion and podcast promotion and everything that goes along with this to really ever gain the traction and notoriety and stuff that it needs to become successful. So what I'm saying is this little vlog thing, habituating sharing and getting, acquiring the skills and systems for video editing and everything like that is all part of my goal and journey and trajectory towards creating and structuring my life in a way where doing 2 hours of physical exercise dedicated to healing my herniated discs in my back and my shortening hip flexors from sitting so much, that dedicated time, or this is all going towards being able to have that dedicated time be productive income earning time. If you're making videos related to it, if it's just part of the business that I own, if I own a health sanctuary, then being there and doing health things is part of my day. So that is the goal. That is the end goal. Hopefully sooner rather than later. I'd like to acquire the investment either on my own accord, strike it rich in crypto, or come up with a product or a service or a thing that I can sell more readily and easily and faster than setting up a health retreat with less overhead investment, and then use that money to fund the other thing, or find someone out there. There's no shortage of people with a lot of money that might be interested in that or want to do it themselves, and find an investor or an institution that trusts me enough to make that investment, and find the money that way to get things rolling. So we'll see what happens, but I'd like to do it in the next probably year, maybe 2 years, get at least a property purchased and built, and maybe set it up as like could do like an Airbnb for corporate type things, or influencers. Like, say you're a health influencer and you're having your mastermind or a special retreat that you do, or you're a yoga studio and you do a once a year or 10 times a year, whatever, you do yoga retreats or something like that. I could be the facility that you take all of your participants to. Oh no, it's on mute. Damn it. Let's see what the sound sounds like without it. A lot of background noise, but it might actually sound better without the... Oh, Kelsey. Good morning, beautiful.
You're going to work.
No, I was going to sleep
Sleep.
thing. Oh, no.
She literally just scratched the fuck out of it. Get out.
I don't think that's the least of
Yeah,
the...
I know, but you don't want to do that to your next car.
I think the least of the van's worries will come
I'm upset if she scratches your next car. Ow! It hurts.
Good, I guess. Somebody's a grumpy gosling. A grumpy gosling in the mornings. Mornings aren't Kelsey's shining time. Takes a while to kick into gear. What the hell was I talking about? Oh, I think the sound might actually be a little bit more background noise. The sound might actually be better without this. We'll see. I'm about to see back to back as I'm editing this. But I completely lost all train of thought. I have no idea whatsoever what I was talking about, but I'm gonna go inside, hit up some emails, hit up some people that might want to buy health insurance and then go to PT. Hopefully it wasn't a really interesting line of thought that I was on, but you know, probably mediocre at best. Follow along and I'm sure I'll spew it again, whatever it is. Goodbye. Gonna do one. Van is a dump truck now. What?
Are you gonna sell the speakers?
Yeah, the computer speakers. Yeah, I'll throw them on Facebook Marketplace. Okay, I got a little heart. You see my heart? Oh, you got one too. Oh, what's up? Today is a good day, day 6 out of 180. Just went and ate some food out. I did want to mention that when I say eat perfect, only meat and fruit for 180 days does not include an occasional meal out. A social gathering, I'm not a Nazi. I'm not going to deprive myself an occasional meal out with my girlfriend or my family or my friends, get invited to something. That's, if you're doing that, you're insane. Unless you have like a severe debilitating illness, but you know, I kind of do, but not to the point where meal out would completely derail. I could completely derail my health for 3, 4, 5 days if I went nuts, but it's not. It's just an exception to the meat and fruit rule, general rule of predominantly meat, fruit, fermented vegetables, maybe some fermented raw dairy, obviously, goat's dairy more than likely, but we might graduate to some raw dairy, but you know what I mean, just basic stuff. Eating out, like today, for example, had like a ginger chicken thing with some sauce on it, some white rice. It was just ginger, vegetables, a little bit of sauce, chicken, and so don't you dare knock my flaccid tripod. I have the most flaccid tripod in the world. I'm actually going to scoot away, bro. You're going to knock it over. It's inevitable. Came out here to water my papaya trees. But yeah, had a relatively healthy meal, water to drink. But just wanted to explain that, yeah, not partaking in some and not going nuts socially. I'm really going to try not to, drink at all socially for the whole 6 months, but an occasional meal out is super important. I think all of the benefits and advantages and joy and awesomeness that come from eating out outweigh the small negative effects if you're doing it on occasion. But testing out these AirPods, hoping dogs are played with, and it's time to go watch Stanley Cup. Game number 6, Edmonton has to win. Been a hockey fan for basically 10 to 12 days now, and I'm fully invested in there being a game 7. That's all I care about. Edmonton have to crush the Panthers tonight. Goes to game 7. Let's see what happens from there. But I need this as my first Stanley Cup. It's don't let me down. Go Oilers. All right, sitting here, ending day 6 out of 180. The Oilers just absolutely slaughtered Florida in the 6th game of the Stanley Cup. I've been a hockey fan for all of about 10 days, and it's been an absolutely fucking epic 10 days. So, game 7, Monday night. After that, I'm realizing it's like 11 o'clock right now. I'm up editing and posting day 5. I got like the only pillar of this whole thing where I'm seriously lacking is on the sleep side. I got to get a solid sleep routine in. Like tomorrow I'm going to wake up at like 4:30 a.m. to use the bathroom and get ready and everything. to get out and go surfing. It takes me forever to get ready in the morning, and for some reason, I can't wake up at 5 a.m. I just won't wake up to my alarm. I won't do anything. I have to wake up before 5 a.m. or like after 6:37 a.m. Weird thing. I have no idea why. It's just like a blackout zone for me. Yeah, but that's it. Day 6 in the bag. But yeah, that's it. Signing out on day 6 of 180. I'm getting confused because I'm thinking about day 7 and I'm editing day 5. But this is day 6 and I'm out of here. I'll see you at the beach tomorrow.